All right, what's up guys? Mason here at Dirt King. I'm joined here today by our good friend Mark, Mark Mayers.
Yeah, so always good to be back here with Dirt King. Super excited to be working with you guys again. A little about myself. So my name is Mark. Been working on vehicles for coming up on 4 decades now.
Got it.
And most of that time was spent working in engineering and evaluation for Toyota.
Okay.
Research and development, developing vehicles for them at the proving ground we have. So a lot of time spent driving and jumping vehicles. I won't tell you about the bad things that happened associated with that, but lots of good things.
Keep it on the good side.
Lots of good things.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'll kind of go into myself as well. So I've been with Dirt King for around 10 months now. I kind of wear a few hats here right now, but my main kind of position is shock department operations lead, so I'm part of our shock department. Yep. It's pretty cool because it's a perfect position for me because it's hands-on everything. It's everything from, keeps me busy, hands-on everywhere, from scheduling our QC to being in the truck driving with Mark on our development. So it's awesome. I kind of get a little bit of computer work and then kind of get to step away and do some vehicle work. So it's best of both worlds, honestly. So yeah, works out. So cool. So with that being said, I know you're here a lot, so it feels like you're part of Dirt King. But how long have you been with Dirt King? How long have you been working with us?
Yeah, it seems so short because we're so busy, but I've been with Dirt King since the inception of the shock department, which was actually November of 2023. That's when we kicked this program off.
About a year and a half?
Together, yep. And boy, have we come a long way in a short period of time.
Mm-hmm. Cool, yeah, and like Mark said, he's been here even longer than me, so he kind of knows the ins and outs of where we started and where we are now. Kind of leads us into our next point. What are some of our strengths? What have you seen us do well within the past year and a half?
So the reason I enjoy being here, and I do truly enjoy being here, I'm very fortunate to have the opportunity to come out and work with you guys. It's doing something I love with a company I love. And the strengths of Dirt King and the manner in which it focuses on its customers, the way we do work, the kind of requirement or internal desire to simply be the best at everything we do, and that's all customer centric, right? Like, I've worked with a lot of companies in a lot of different roles in chassis development, and not everyone is so customer focused, right? And I think the strength of Dirt King is it operates in that middle ground where there's huge amounts of resources and technology and skill, but and agility. We move quick here.
That's for sure.
So we're small enough to be agile, but and highly focused on and in tune with the customer, but big enough to have the resources we need to create excellent product and have excellent resources and processes in place that create and focus on those resources.
Got it.
So it's this really kind of awesome middle ground. In addition, it's what drives the company, right? So one of the things I became really aware of as I started chatting with the owner, Dustin, and kind of learning what's important to him and what it is you guys do here, from all of your manufacturing to the custom work, to the build space, to the chassis development, all those pieces, right? You all are focused, highly focused and driven to simply be the best. And I'm all about that. And so that really makes coming here and being here with you guys a joy.
Yeah, good fit, right?
Yeah.
And that's cool that you say that too, because when I first got hired on, even through the interview process, you can see that super clearly. So it's nice to hear you say that for sure. So awesome, thank you for that. So get to the bad now. What are some of the weaknesses you see, right? Everyone's got their weaknesses. Hopefully this list is not that long.
You could kind of see this as a weakness, but I see it also as a strength. It's kind of one of those things that is a double-edged sword. It's something that we do intentionally, but sometimes it has some challenges associated with it, and that's our speed, right? We move so fast, right? And we try and be agile, and we try and be so focused on the customer, but hit it quickly, that when you do that, typically what comes with that is occasionally you head down the wrong path, or you make some mistakes that you've got to recover from, things like that. The good news is that, in my experience, that rarely makes it to the customer. The customer, it doesn't make it like that. It's just internally, sometimes we have to take a step back and rework something a little bit. And so I'd love to see us get to the point where, and I think we've made huge strides in this area.
Absolutely.
Where we can maintain our agility and our speed and our customer focus, but have less rework, right? Because that'll make us even faster.
Exactly.
Right. So while we kind of speak about it like a weakness, it's really an opportunity for improvement of a strength.
Exactly.
That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah, and I can see that too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you said, some spots you can see it as a weakness, but I think that's overall what makes us Dirt King.
I wouldn't choose the opposite, right? I've worked with some organizations that move a lot slower, and sometimes the urgency is not there, and the focus on the customer and the excitement and the energy, sometimes that's missing in those environments. And so I wouldn't choose that. I would rather be in this environment where there's so much energy and so much focus and so much push.
Yeah.
That occasionally you get your feet caught up.
Yeah.
But you got to untangle your feet, keep moving forward.
Figure it out. Keeps it exciting, right? It makes the day go by fast, so you can't complain.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So with that being said, that's kind of leads us into the next point. But
there's more.
Sorry, we've got a couple more points on this list. Weaknesses we've overcome. So you kind of covered that one. I'd say that's one that we're kind of overcoming as we speak. We're getting better every day, right? Yep. Always an improvement. Is there anything else you want to add to that one? Maybe not. Maybe.
What do you mean?
Weaknesses that we've overcome.
Other weaknesses?
Yeah.
That, to me, that's kind of the core piece, right? The resources that you have, the technological resources, the skill sets, the manner in which you guys have equipped yourselves from a technology perspective, the tools you have available to yourselves from the top of the line suspension testers, the super high quality components you put out that we build the trucks with, just beautiful content that we're allowed to work with, right?
Yeah.
To the manner in which we build and measure, our suspensions and our dampers, like that's all top notch. It's rarely seen, quite frankly, at this level.
Yeah.
You guys are nearly operating at OE level, which is amazing given the size of the organization.
Got it. Yeah.
So I really think that kind of focusing on that speed and working out that is the primary challenge.
Getting that dialed in, just moving forward.
Yeah.
For sure, and that's cool to hear you say that, because that's kind of our next point as well. Is I know you have a good experience with, of course, the whole automotive industry, but also with other aftermarkets.
Yep.
I know you kind of touched on it, but if you want to touch on it a little bit more, kind of how do we compare from both tuning and technology?
So rather than a comparison, maybe, what is it about Dirt King that's kind of unique? Or what is it that is your secret sauce, so to speak,
kind of
right?
keeps us in the game.
Well, or lead the game.
Exactly, right?
The consistency of the team and the consistency of the focus of everybody, right? Sometimes in organizations you get people in the team that aren't necessarily all working at the same pace or all rowing in the same direction or all have the same fundamental understanding of where we're going and why and how quick we're getting there.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And I feel like that unity, that cohesiveness inside of Dirt King is phenomenal. And it's what yields your guys' ability to produce such high quality, interesting, customer focused content so quickly, right? Because everyone has the same idea and we're all going the same direction.
Yep.
And I think that is, I probably should have mentioned that in strengths.
Yeah, hey, I'll take some more strengths down here.
But I kind of feel like that is one of the strengths that you guys have. It's one of the things that makes your organization unique in the industry. The other thing I would say that makes you a little bit unique, Dirt King as an organization, but maybe specifically the suspension development or shock development space, is we are relentless, absolutely relentless.
Long nights, long days.
there is no end until it meets our expectations, right? And that willingness to simply have an expectation of excellence based on the customer's expectations and be unwilling to compromise on that is a huge thing. And you don't see that frequently, right? Businesses need to make compromises sometimes, and that's kind of it's a reality, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to do that, make those decisions here as well. But overall, the drive towards excellence, unwilling, uncompromising, unwilling to not achieve and being unwilling to compromise, and we simply don't stop until we meet our targets. That to me is probably your biggest unique piece
yeah,
relative to the
separates us.
other organizations.
Yeah, it's good to hear, and I see that too every day, right? I mean, it's awesome. When we're in these tuning projects, we're so kind of invested and we know what the end goal is. Keeps it exciting, you know, keeps it very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Is it understatement? Yeah, Mark, that's pretty much all I got for you.
Awesome. Well, it's thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Hope that that's why I'm here, man.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.